Welcome back, guys, to another episode of What the X. This is What the X, episode 85, believe it or not, 15 to 100. Been a little bit of a hiatus, trying to get the channel cleaned up, so you'll probably see the name change to just What the X. Take those gaming videos and then some of these other videos I have and then move those into other channels. And that way it's not, when you're subscribed, you're not going straight to all these other videos. So always working on upping my game. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world. We're going to jump right to it with a clip, guys. So without further ado, here's the first clip.
Dr. Fauci, as head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, provided millions in U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, work which is now widely viewed as the source of the unintentional lab leak that sparked the pandemic. Now, in support of President Trump's maximum transparency mandate, today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked with politicized career leadership in the intelligence community to suppress the truth about his actions, the virus's lab leak origins, and his role in directing U.S. funding for this dangerous research that caused immeasurable harm and countless lost lives.
So that was just to kick it off, guys. What a crazy way for Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, to step down from her position by really bringing this story back into the limelight, I guess you could say, or the spotlight, I should say. And Dr. Fauci, if you guys didn't know this, I looked up because we all know about COVID and everything that happened back in 2020 and so on. And Dr. Fauci was a huge part of that. He was questioned by Congress. He had a few hearings. I remember watching them myself too and being like, "Oh man, what has this guy been up to?" Dr. Fauci. He got pardoned by Biden, as we know. So it's like, what's this guy know? What's he done? And get this, guys, he's actually been the head of the let me pull this up, guys. I did a little research. The lead he Dr. Anthony Fauci is the American physician scientist, and immunologist, best known for leading the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases from 1984, guys, to 2022. Literally 7 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. This guy's been leading the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases. That's kind of hard to say, but long time he's been in that position. Infectious diseases, and he's been the head of infectious diseases for damn near 50 years, it feels like. My God, in 1984, it's a long time. And the reason I got onto this, because this is What the X, right? So it is a tweet that I got to pull up from Tulsi Gabbard. She's stepping down from her position because it sounds like, even though I know she had some tension with Trump about the foreign policy, the whole thing with Iran, and it's a whole big mess, right? But she also, the primary reason, it sounds like the only reason that she's stepping down is because her husband has a severe form of bone cancer. So prayers to the Gabbard household. Hopefully, yeah, it's very sad, and I'm sorry that Tulsi Gabbard is going through that. So shout out to her husband, prayers to him. Screw cancer for real. But anyways, let's go to the tweet that Tulsi released that this video was accompanied with. And let me pull this right up right here. I got it. Give me 1 second. Appreciate you guys always holding tight. And then here it is. Today, on my final day as Director of National Intelligence, I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents exposing how Dr. Fauci provided millions in U.S. taxpayer dollars to fund dangerous gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab, worked with politicized elements within the intelligence community to suppress the truth about his actions and hide the virus's lab leak origins, and lied to Congress while under oath in 2024. It's time you know the truth. ODNI.gov. And then ODNI is um, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI.gov. If you click on it, guys, and you click right into the link too, you can just search it up too. It's pretty easy. And it has all the news reports that they declassify, the Fauci news report that they declassified. It has four different sections. The first one's like 60, 70 pages maybe. Second one's like 90. The third one's like 100. And then the fourth one is also like 100. It's quite a few pages. I'm not going to lie, I let chat use a little bit of the heavy lifting. I directly shared the PDF of all the four PDFs that had all the files in them. And it basically said that there wasn't really any definitive proof that the lab leak happened from Wuhan, but that with all the evidence that is provided gives a very strong possible link where you can definitely the probability of something like that happening is very high actually, rather than the fringe kind of conspiracy status that it had kind of started with back in 2020 when everyone said to take the jab, to basically cover up with mask, stay indoors when possible, all that social isolation, a lot of crazy times. I'm happy that we've gotten over it for the most part, but I feel like the skeletons are coming out of the closet, and then Tulsi Gabbard's kind of showing it off right now. What's going on? Let me do one last video with Tulsi Gabbard here that I think you guys will find interesting.
Now, these documents expose Fauci's direct role in influencing and manipulating IC assessments on COVID-19 and how Fauci lied to Congress in 2024 when, under oath, he denied knowledge of or participation in discussions with intelligence officials about viral research. We also received testimony from multiple intelligence community whistleblowers who reported retaliation for challenging the intelligence community's manipulation of intelligence on the virus's origins. Once again, revealing a clear pattern of suppressing dissent, silencing critics, and burying the truth.
So, yeah, ending on a high note like that, just really sticking it to Dr. Fauci. Again, the evidence that she provided, the declassified documents that had emails that really did show that Wuhan was doing coronavirus testing and stuff like that, doesn't prove that the lab leak happened there or that Dr. Fauci is responsible for it, but it is a very, very telling. You know what, you can't prove causality through the fact that they were doing similar testing, I guess you could say. And then his name, of course, Dr. Fauci's name is going to be brought up in all kind of gain of function research when you're the leader of the National Allergy and um, Infectious Diseases Department. Since Ronald Reagan, this is what's freaky, guys. Because when I was looking up all about, let me just bring this back up, guys, because it was crazy. He's get this right, born December 24th, 1940, New York City. His field is immunology, right? Vaccines and stuff like that. Big pharma, really creepy when you think about big pharma linkage and the fact that like taxpayer, all of it's crazy. This guy, who knows, but he has major contributions to like the HIV/AIDS research and treatment, and he was a leader during the COVID-19, of course. And just to think, like, he got even the Presidential Medal of Freedom for his work on global AIDS relief. And he's one of the most cited scientists in the world across multiple decades, 50 years in U.S. public health, advising every president since Reagan. I mean, the in like SARS, H1N1, of course HIV/AIDS, and now coronavirus. It's like this guy's been in a way, a part of like every single terrible infectious disease that's killed, I would say maybe millions of people. And it's like, how is this guy not like a bigger name? And then like Biden pardoning him is crazy. And then there's just so many like pieces to the puzzle. My wife always makes a good point. She's like, everything seems so fake and gay these days. Like, how can you trust like anything you really consume on the internet or watch or listen to when there's so many like just paid actors, and there's so many smoke and mirrors, and then Tulsi Gabbard even, pulling out this binder and like being like, hey, look at all these documents here, look at what's in front of you. And then my wife made another good point. She was like, and what about the Epstein files? And yeah, I know it's like they've released some stuff, but it's like, again, the smoke and mirrors. Why are we just like, and then, she brings up Donald Trump and then his whole point of transparency. But if you pull these records up, there's always things that are redacted. It's like, why would you redact anything? It's already, isn't it supposed to be the whole point? It's transparent. Why are we still redacting all these things? And I'm sure there's all these bootlicker responses of like, well, you got to make sure to like national defense. It's like, guys, this is from like 6 years ago. Coronavirus already happened. Why can't we get information relevant to the past when it's like it's not gonna, I just, what do you trust? It's like even ChatGPT is like, it's, you don't lend it, you try to use it. It's a language learning model, so I'm trying to watch videos and trying to evolve there too, and not outsource my intelligence, but just to have my intelligence having a tool to use, I guess I should say. But I do appreciate you guys for always sticking in, watching, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to get more What the X is going out, getting this channel cleaned up and looking sharper. And just everyone stay safe. I always pray for world peace when we make dinner together, me and the wife. But please, guys, stay safe out there. Shout out to all you dads, because Father's Day just happened. And that's it, guys. That's all I got this episode 85 of What the X. What the X? If you like that clip, feel free to click on this clip or even this clip. And then, hey, don't forget about that clip over here. Thanks, guys.